Hey guys, welcome back to Bacon! Also welcome back to the Cinderella phenomenon. I went ahead and I passed through the prologue. The only thing I changed that was different was that when it comes to your first decision with Rod, it's a choice between ... and is that how you really feel? And apparently the ... one is the correct decision, so that's the decision that I made, and that's the only difference that has been made in this particular video. Alright, now on to Rod's route! Rod came to the Martian today discussing with Parfait. This is just the third time he has visited the tavern since I have been here. I wonder what he discusses with Parfait. Rod's eyebrows furrow as soon as he sees me enter the room. Oh, it seems like the princess has something she would like to discuss with you about, Prince Rod. She probably already knows why I'm here. Thank you, Prince Rod, for telling me about this. I shall leave you with the princess now. Rod's expression turns grim. He clearly disapproves of me even just being in the same room as him. As soon as Parfait leaves, he shoots a glare in my direction. What do you want? All I have done is enter the room and he is already angry. I am still not used to being treated like this by him. I am here to ask you about goodness. You are asking the wrong person, Lucette. Did I make the right choice in choosing to come to him? I do not intend to help you break your curse, no matter what Lady Parfait says. Pardon? Emmeline and my mother have tried to be kind to you many times, but you only ever respond with disrespect and cruelty. Okay, Roddy boy, that doesn't give you the right to steal her life, to steal her father, to steal her home, and then to decide, you know what, even though we've only been here for a year, we're so much better than you, we deserve this more than you do, so you can just, it's fine. Who cares what happens to you? You're almost as bad as Delora, and if you had been given the chance to do this instead of Delora, you would have 100% done it, and probably 10 times worse. Cruelty? You think I have been cruel to them? How else would you describe your behavior? Why am I suddenly the one at fault? Their coming to the palace made my life miserable. I am the victim here, not them. To be fair, I'm on Lucette's side. I've made that extremely clear multiple times. But I will say it's not the step-family that's going out of their way to make her life miserable. It's her dad that's going out of his way to be mean to his own daughter. The step-family should just learn to do what I've learned to do around people who have kind of those rough edges, which is that if you don't want your feelings to get hurt, then stop putting yourself in a position to have your feelings hurt. If this person has already made it clear they don't want anything to do with you, then stop. I remember when I was in college, there was this young lady who was mad that this other young lady wasn't acknowledging her, wouldn't say hello back, and just thought, well, she's just being rude. I'm the one saying hello. I'm being so nice to her. Why isn't she saying hello back? That's just rude. If you are going to be upset that she's not saying hello back, then don't say hello in the first place. She is not obligated to return your greeting just because you think she should. And I explained that to that young lady in nicer, like in those same exact terms, but with a nicer tone of voice. And she seemed to understand for like a day and then got upset again. And I was just like, you're a lost cause. I'm not even gonna bother with you anymore. And I feel it's the same kind of situation with Lucette, was that like your sister and your mother, and your mother being all like, Lucette dear, and acting like she's already her daughter when Lucette has made it clear she doesn't want her for a mother. You guys should have approached things differently, or let things go, and just learned how to be civil with each other rather than trying to force Lucette into a position within the family that she is not comfortable being at. And that's my TED Talk. Moving on. But I will also say that this does show a little bit of Lucette's more spoiled side, yet at the same time, there's reasons why she behaves this way, and I can also understand why Rod's behaving his way too, because he's being protective towards family. But come on, people. Like, that doesn't give Rod the excuse to be nearly as nasty as I feel like he's being. Like, seriously? Again, stealing her life, stealing her home, stealing her dad, and you think it's fine. Just because she's been mean to your family, which she wouldn't have even been mean to your family if your family had just learned to not try to force themselves on her. I mean, it's rude in its own way, in my opinion. The others may think you're capable of goodness, but I severely doubt it. I do not wish to work with you, so do not come to me for help. Excuse me. He turns around and begins to walk away, leaving me to stand alone in the room, even angrier than I was before, and she has the right to be mad. How dare he treat me like this? I grab his arm and pull him around so that he is facing me. I refuse to let him belittle me like this, especially when I am making a conscious effort to change. What if I can help you break your curse? Will you help me then? Rod fixes me with an icy stare as he pulls away. I don't intend to break my curse. What? Rod shoots me one last glare before he leaves the margin, leaving me to stand there confused. If he does not intend to break his curse, then why is he even here? I stare in horror at the floor. Gravel and sand are embedded between the floorboards. The wood beneath my feet is covered in a thick muck. Hello, Mr. Broom. Oh no. Stop. Wasn't this in the last route? I want to say this was in the last route. Let me see. Yeah, and then his feet were all, and then a witch shows up. Yeah, okay. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the next decision. I glance over at Rod as he enters the tavern. That was almost perfect timing. He told me that he does not intend to break his curse, yet here he is again. Rod must sense my eyes on him because the minute he walks in, he turns to look at me. His expression is as cold and unmoving as always. He pointedly leaves the tavern area and enters the reception. I follow after him. I told you to find someone else. What can I do to make you stop hating me? What? You said that whatever I had done to you or your family was bad. Okay, so having restarted the route, I am noticing it. It's reminding me again how she had to start from the very, very beginning, and I don't even think she has the concept of thinking back on her own actions yet to realize why things that she said or things that she did would have been perceived as being mean and cruel, whereas she's back in that mindset at the very beginning that she was at the last route, where she has her own sense of logic that has nothing to do, to me, that's not really selfish, that's not really bratty. It is literally a type of logic mentality that doesn't come from what she perceives as cruelty, because she's just, I don't know what the right word for it would be. It wouldn't be naive. There's something else there. But anyway, so the point of it is that she's having to start over from the beginning, and now that I'm seeing things all over again, it's kind of endearing, I admit it. At the same time, I can see why some people might not like her, but I still feel like she has every reason to have behaved the way that she did. And again, that doesn't mean that I appreciate or approve how she was treating servants, especially a niece back, just a doll, just Dolores' doll, ripping the dress. That's just not worth, causing somebody to lose their job over. But the truth is, I think Anise is happier where she is right now, so it's fine. But in the long run, that wasn't okay. Sure, fine. But even then, it wasn't a matter of cruelty. It was just a matter of screwed up logic. So I don't think that she has the capability to realize what she's done. And in the end, to a certain degree, and I've said this a few times before, I still feel like she had the right to, because it was her own form of not just rebellion, but defending herself, putting up boundaries. And they were constantly running past those boundaries and then getting surprised and their feelings hurt every time she got upset or snapped back. Okay. So if I reverse that, I might get a good deed. You truly don't understand how goodness works, do you? I would not be asking you if I did. Rod closes his eyes and rubs the back of his neck. He looks thoughtful, but also irritated. I intend to break my curse as soon as possible, and I will do whatever it takes. And it seems to me that the easiest way to achieve a good deed is to fix the supposedly bad things I have already done. She in her brain just really does not see as anything she's done as being bad in the slightest at all. And it's not nearly as bad as the creators are trying to come off as it was, and that apparently some people have taken it. She does not see it as any form of cruelty at all, and that's wholly to blame on her mother, I think. So are you going to help me or not? I think we've already established during the last route that yes, her mom is kind of the center of a lot of bad decisions she makes in parts of her personality, so. Tell Lady Parfait I will see her another time. Ooh, gold. Get back here. He leaves the room without answering my question. I ball my hands into fists. And he calls me the cruel one. A month has passed, and I have yet to complete even one good deed. Not for any lack of trying, though. I have been asking around for advice on how to be a good person and received various answers. Let's see, being selfless. Patience. Okay. Yeah, we've seen this one. Okie McDokley. So that is the end of the first part of Rod's route. If you liked the video, feel free to like the video. If you like me, feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment, and all that lovely stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.